Now, you're probably thinking, private chefs, what's that going to cost me? Well, probably not as much as you might imagine, and it's a gift that has its own unique ingredients as well. This looks like the ultimate dining at home indulgence. Professional chefs come into your kitchen, cook you a gourmet meal, and you don't have to lift a finger.
We'll be in the kitchen cooking all day and serve the food to them and wrap it up, put it away, wash all the dishes.
What was that?
Well, hopefully...
You wash the dishes?
Yeah, we do, but hopefully there's a housekeeper that helps. So.
But if not?
If not, we do it.
Meeshell Block has worked as a private chef most of her adult life. Christian Payer runs an agency that places chefs like Meeshell in homes all over the country. I mean, do you have to have a wad of bills in your wallet to afford this?
Well, to afford it full-time, certainly it's not for everybody, but, you know, anybody can basically, for a special occasion like we're doing tonight, hire a private chef for a day.
Tonight, it's a holiday dinner party for 8. Meeshell worked out the 4-course menu days ago with the couple that lives here. Before she and Chris could do any of this preparation, Meeshell had to go shopping.
Here we go, rack of lamb.
Meeshell wants the ingredients to be fresh, so she usually buys them the same day she's going to cook them. And she has to make sure whatever she buys fits the budget she agreed to. It all seems a little exotic, a private chef out doing your shopping and then making you a meal that's as good as you can get in a lot of pricey restaurants. Now, is this something regular people can do? Hire a private chef?
Yeah, sure. I've worked for lots of people that just are too busy to cook, and you know, they'll have a private chef a couple times a week, maybe even once a week, or drop off food.
Private chefs have to be adaptable, especially when they're going into kitchens they don't know that much about. Chris and Meeshell improvise with whatever's available because one way or another, dinner has to be ready by 7:30. That's about 2 hours away, and you can feel the tempo really picking up. While Chris races around the kitchen, Meeshell goes over the schedule one last time with her client, Julie Ware. Julie's found that a private chef is the perfect answer to the fact that her husband's career calls for a lot of entertaining.
It's like if you go out to dinner. Yeah. And it's no different than that. So instead of going out to dinner, you do it in your house.
Sure, the comfort of your own.
Yeah, and you don't have to, you know, wait for your table or anything like that.
And it's more intimate.
Yeah,
sure.
Yeah. It's your setting, and you don't have to get in the car and drive home. You're home.
Surprise! Oh, yeah. Good to see you.
Once all the dinner guests arrive, Marvin, the waiter, starts lighting the candles. And now it's really getting close to showtime. You guys have to learn each other's moves in the kitchen, that way you don't. But here's what's great about the gift of a private chef. When the guests take their seats at the table, so do the host.
Here? Okay.
You don't see them running around the kitchen.
We're trying to concentrate.
Am I messing?
The board.
We can't, don't you have to do a tasting, though? Isn't there a tasting?
Yeah.
Here,
We'll put a little...
Here, a little of this on, right?
Yellow.
Because you can do this, like, you can't do this in a kitchen, right? In a restaurant, right? But here you
Yeah,
can...
in a private home, anything's possible.
Oh, that's good.
That's Julie's right here.
That's a nice appetizer.
Is it
All
great?
right, ready
That's
to go.
good. All right. Move it out. While Marvin serves the appetizers, Meeshell and Chris hit their stride. She puts the finishing touches on the salad. Wilted greens with flash-baked goat cheese and caramelized pecans. He knocks out the main course, Dijon demi-glazed pistachio-encrusted rack of lamb. So this is the one thing we've been building up to here, right?
Exactly.
This is the work of art. Now, don't you need somebody just to make sure it's done? Don't you need somebody to make sure
I think somebody should try
just
something.
Just to try a little something? Okay, hold on. It's pitiful when I beg, isn't it? Isn't it bad?
Oh, we get that all the time.
Wow. No. When all this gets to the table, it's easy to see why everybody appreciates the pros in the kitchen. This is way beyond the kind of food most of us could pull off ourselves.
The way she put it together, and it's delicious.
So the food's great, the service is excellent, and it must have cost a small fortune.
Well, the food cost here alone was about $400.
So dinner for 8 was about $100 a person, but depending on where you live and what you want to eat, the cost can be substantially less than that. And remember, this is a gift. Giving someone a private chef for a day is supposed to be special.
The chef.
Let's treat to the chef.
The chef.
Thank you. Absolutely the best.
Coming up, sweet and savory holiday treats you can make yourself for your family and friends. That's next on the Best of Holiday Gifts.